Yo! What is up, guys, and welcome back to another space video. Today, we'll be talking about one of the most asked questions when it comes to rockets. What is the most powerful rocket engine ever? Well, in this video, we will be answering that question. The answer is not what you probably think. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, here we go. The first most common answer given by, say, Google is the famous F1 rocket engine that powered the Saturn V, the rocket that took man to the moon. The F1 produced 7 meganewtons of thrust, which, if you don't know, is pretty insane. The Saturn needed 5 F1s just to get off the ground. That answer, though, is incorrect. For the most powerful engine ever flown, we need to look at the former country that seems to dominate my space videos, the Soviet Union. Back in the 1980s, the Soviet Union had a crazy super heavy lift rocket in the works. For those of you who don't know what a super heavy lift rocket is, it's a rocket that can lift anywhere between 44,000 to 110,000 pounds. The rocket that the Soviet Union was working on was the Energia rocket, famous for flying the Soviet space shuttle, the Buran, into orbit. The Soviet Union needed a rocket engine powerful enough to power their huge rocket. Enter the RD-170. The RD-170 was able to generate an extremely impressive 8 meganewtons of thrust. That's 1 more meganewton than the F1. So, you may be wondering, why does no one include this engine? Well, if you were paying attention at all to the pictures on the screen, you would know. The RD-170 has 4 combustion chambers. Combustion chambers are, to put it simply, the thing that powers the rocket engine. The reason behind the 4 combustion chambers is that the Soviets never solved the problem of combustion instability. This is a very complicated matter. Let's just say if your engine has this problem, the engine is most likely going to turn into a very expensive fireworks show. The main cause of combustion instability is the size of the combustion chamber. If it's too big, the heat and fuel won't spread evenly, causing odd lumpy thrust and extreme vibrations. Those said vibrations will shake your engine apart. It's still considered one solid engine because it uses one solid power head and one plumbing system. Therefore, it is considered one engine. Now, all these powerful liquid fuel engines and all are great, but what about solid rocket motors? Solid rocket fueled engines are, in most cases, way more powerful than liquid fuel engines. The 4-segment solid rocket boosters on the space shuttle generated 12 meganewtons of thrust. That's absolutely insane. Well, the space shuttle was huge, so I would get why they need those things. The boosts on the SLS will be even more powerful. But even that is not the most powerful rocket engine ever tested. Oh no! That honor will go to the AJ-260. The AJ-260 was a massive solid rocket motor. The 260 is a measurement in inches. The thing had a 260-inch diameter. Just look at this thing, it's massive. The idea was for this booster to help out in the Apollo program. It had the same diameter as the Saturn V, which means they could totally replace the first stage with it. That would be one weird-looking rocket. The production facilities were located in Florida, very close to Cape Canaveral. The testing of this thing involved a 164-foot deep pit. The rocket motor would be lowered into the pit, then clamped down and fired. They fired them 3 times. The first time the max thrust was 16 meganewtons, already far better than the F1 and RD-170. The second test was the same, But the third time was when the true, most powerful rocket engine ever built and tested roared to life. On its last test fire, the engineers added a nozzle to the booster. That nozzle boosted it up to 24 meganewtons. That's absolutely insane. The plume of smoke lit up the Florida sky. You could see it from miles away. That right there is the real answer to the most powerful rocket engine ever fired. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed and learned to not believe everything Google tells you. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.